Hey everyone, welcome to What's Up News. I'm Miss CogCouple and here are today's headlines. Gears 5 versus reveal dated. Gears esports Boston Open this weekend. Nash's only Koth arrives Tuesday. And new Art of Gears 5 book announced. It's finally coming. Since the very first trailer, we've all been waiting like a kid in a candy shop for any possible scraps of footage for Gears 5, and at long last we have a date, July 13th and 14th. Mark it in your calendars. We will get to see the Gears 5 versus for the very first time, with 8 of the top Gears teams from around the world battling it out in a special invitational tournament on Gears 5 to debut it for the world to see. As announced in the Inside Xbox interview with Rod Ferguson, is all part of the newly announced E-League Gears Summer Series, The Bonds and Betrayals of Brotherhood, a 6-part event series focused on the stories and players behind the world of Gears esports, airing on TBS. The first episode will debut on TBS Friday, June 14th. From the very first to the very last, starting tomorrow is the Gears Esports Season 2 Finals in Boston and the last ever Gears Pro Circuit Championship event to be held on Gears of War 4. The event will close out an incredible second season for Gears Esports and watch the best of the best fight it out to be the lingering memory of victory everyone carries into the E-League Gears 5 Summer Showcase Tournament. If you've never watched esports, it's a great way to learn and improve at the game, watching how players at the highest level move, communicate, shoot, and make decisions in the most intense environment possible. If that wasn't enough, then to whet your appetite, there's also 2 brand new weapon skins to collect, the Prestige set and a Creepy Clown set. The stream will be shown on live.gearsofwar.com and you can see the schedule on screen now. Moving on to 4XP, currently every Versus playlist has a juicy 4XP increase right now, plus Core Escalation is available. Enjoy both of those until Tuesday, at which point they will switch to the next event, none other than Nash's only Koth with competitive tuning, which will return along with a slightly tuned but improved version of OSOC Horde beginning Tuesday, April 30th. Next on the agenda for this week, World Book Day. Although technically World Book Day has passed, there are lots of new comics and Gears books coming out. Freshly announced just a couple of days ago, The Art of Gears 5 from Dark Horse showcases the development of Gears 5 from the concept stages to final, beautifully rendered digital art. The Art of Gears 5 will be released alongside Gears 5 later this year and is available for pre-order now. Next up is Gears of War Retrospective. Arthur Guys takes you on a journey across the entire Gears franchise from initial development to Gears 1, right up to and through to Gears 5. In this journey, you'll dive deeper behind the scenes in your favourite Gears games than ever before, as they lift the veil on the creative and development choices that shaped one of the most successful Xbox franchises ever. The story of that journey wouldn't be complete without insights and commentary from developers across the franchise's history, including Cliff Bleszinski, design director for Gears 1, 2 and 3, Rod Ferguson, studio head of the Coalition, and of course Chris Perner, art director for Gears 1, 2 and 3. The Gears of War Retrospective releases later this year and is available for pre-order now. I think this one looks awesome, this book. I love how it includes details for Cliff, Rod and Chris. It looks like the sort of book you could really enjoy exploring and keep going back to. Next up is the latest in the series of Gears comics, and coming up is Gears of War Hivebusters, releasing May 8th. Written by returning Rise of Rome author Curtis Weeb and featuring the artwork of Alan Quah, Hivebusters introduces a fearless new squad racing headlong into a conflict like none you've ever seen. After successfully busting a swarm hive on the remote island of Panu, this suicide squad will face their most dangerous mission yet, going after the swarm that decimated the home settlement of one of their own. The Hivebuster comic series is now available for pre-order at your favourite comic shop. Last but not least, a new Gears novel, Gears of War Ascendance, written by New York Times bestseller Jason M. Hoff and published by Titan Books. The story immediately picks up from the dramatic ending of Gears of War 4 and follows the characters on a harrowing journey that will lead directly into Gears 5. With the loss of her mother still fresh in her mind, Kate Diaz and the remaining members of the Delta Squad fight their way back to New Ephyra to warn the coalition of ordered governments of the imminent threat posed by the swarm. But without proof, the First Minister refuses to take action. The team must now embark upon a perilous journey to gather the evidence needed to combat this new nightmare that threatens to wipe out humanity across all of Syrah. Gears of War Ascendance is coming in 2019 and will be available for pre-order wherever books are sold. Last item for this week's agenda is the Museum of Community Glory, this spotlight feature where TC highlights some of the best creators and community members for Gears of War. Introducing Candice, one of the most dedicated Gears streamers with a 7-day-per-week Gears streaming schedule on Mixer, filled with personality, eye-popping overlays, and a whole lot of singing. One of the best parts of being Candice's community is her focus on interacting with her audience, from days dedicated to private lobbies with her fans to the bucket load of Mixer interaction buttons to spend your sparks on. Candice sets a great example of what it means to be an interactive streamer that brings her community into the experience. Not only is Candice streaming Gears almost every single day of the year, but she also owns a jaw-dropping wall of replica Gears weapons. You can find Candice on Mixer, Twitter, Facebook and Instagram. Go give her a follow. And for being featured in the Museum of Community Glory, TC will be unlocking the TCA Accommodation Lancer for Candice to showcase for all of you in-game. Do you want to have a shot at featuring in the Museum of Community Glory? Well, all you need to do is tweet at Coalition Gears with hashtag What's Up Gears and send DC their best examples of your video creations, artwork or cosplay. So that wraps up this week's What's Up news. I think in comparison to recent weeks, there's a lot more going on for us all to get our teeth into. For those who are fans of the books and the comic books, you've got plenty to look forward to. Plus, after such a long wait, we now have something substantial in the form of a date when we know we will get to see more. And of course, that more is Versus, which I think is something we're all excited to see. I think obviously we know we're going to see more at E3, but what we're going to see at E3 remains unknown. What I wondered is, in this week's What's Up, TC have said Gears 5 Versus will be debuted on 13th of July. So does that mean at E3 we definitely won't get to see any Versus action? Just more campaign maybe? I'm not really sure. What do you guys think? And on that final note, that's it from me and this week's What's Up news. Until next time, take care of yourselves and each other.